Hey everyone, it's Senior Living News with Dale Corpus, powered by the Simplify Senior Transitions podcast. I'm Dale, your Bay Area Senior Transition Specialist, here to deliver the latest in senior care and housing with a wink and a nod, and yes, some serious info. This week, we've got stories that mix innovation, caution, and a bit of surprise. 1. A robot revolution in senior living. Yes, really. 2. The push to transform vacant retail space into assisted living communities. 3. A regulatory shakeup in memory care staffing standards. 4. A senior co-housing community that's redefining neighbors. 5. Tip of the week, how to spot when luxury senior living is actually overpriced fluff. 6. Fun fact, what seniors are doing with their freed up home equity and how families should pay attention. Let's dive in. Okay, for our first segment, robots. That's right. According to a recent Reuters piece, Diligent Robotics is expanding from hospitals into senior living communities and is in talks with operators to deploy the robots in 3 to 5 facilities this year. These bots, think automated delivery of medications or supplies, aim to free up staff for more human interaction. For families, ask if a community uses robotics or automation, but more importantly, ask how they use it. Are robots supporting one-to-one care or just eliminating the human side of things? A $30 million development near San Antonio's. This trend gives families more choices, but also raises questions around zoning, infrastructure, and how retail turned home stacks up against purpose-built communities. On the policy front, regulators are stepping up memory care staffing standards in several states after reports of poor oversight. While I couldn't find one national article this week, the industry-wide trend of aging facilities and high turnover, see reports from earlier this year, show this is an issue. What this means for families? Don't just check the brochure. Ask, what's the staff to resident ratio in memory care? What's the average tenure of caregivers? Because when staff turnover is high, continuity of care becomes a slogan, not a reality. Here's one that feels optimistic. A new senior co-housing community, shared home model, is gaining steam as older adults move in together with friends, not just family. According to a Wall Street Journal report, older Americans are choosing shared housing and multi-generational models in greater numbers. For families, if your loved one values independence but still wants connection, a co-housing model could be a sweet spot. Ask about governance, community rules, what happens if care needs escalate. Now for your tip of the week. When a community throws whole spa names, rooftop bars, chef-driven dining, and concierge service into the marketing, great. But don't let flair distract you from fundamental. Ask, what's the monthly rate versus what's included? What's the average rate increase over the last 3 years? How many residents have needed a higher level of care in the past year? And what was their cost increase? If the answers feel slick but vague, tread carefully. Fun fact of the week. Did you know that older adults are tap dancing, metaphorically, around new housing equity? Many are using the value in their homes to fund aging options, everything from downsizing to joining a community. While that's smart, families need to map the money, timeline, and fallback plan. All right, that's a wrap for Senior Living News with Dale Corpus for the week of October 20, 2025. We covered robots in senior living, retail turned housing, memory care staffing, co-housing innovations, a luxury check, and equity moves for aging. If this episode helped you or someone you know, please subscribe, like, and share. Let's get these stories into more hands. To learn more or book a free consultation, head to www.simplifyseniortransitions.com. You can find me on Instagram at SoulByDale, and remember, listen on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and a review helps families find us. I'm Dale Corpus. Thanks for joining. Stay curious, stay prepared, and I'll see you next week with more senior living news you can actually use.